Tony Goodman is saying, Jide, why is it that Ngige is so controversial? Wherever is controversial as the governor, controversial as senator, now he brought this controversy to bear in negotiating with ASUU. Did you get a question?
Yes, I am not impressed with Chris Ngige's attitude to this ASUU strike. Uh, he's supposed to be more fatherly than we are seeing. He has adopted an adversarial approach, and I don't think he has harmed the confidence of ASUU in any way by the way he talks to about them, by the way he makes the negotiation difficult. Yes, Ngige is not even their employer. Their employer is the Minister of Education. But as the mediator in chief, as the negotiator in chief, being the labor minister, Ngige should not always think that his methods will yield the required dividends. This was the same way he treated members of the Nigerian Medical Association, despite the fact that he used to be a doctor who practiced the Federal Civil Service and lived in 1004 for years. So I really do. I watched this interview yesterday. It appeared like somebody literally celebrating the judgment against ASUU. When you are supposed to be the negotiator in chief, mediator in chief, your conduct must not suggest to the people that you are negotiating with that you do not like them or that you do not like their faces. You must behave like someone who has not taken any side. But it is clear that it's not trying to be even-handed at all. And whether we like it or not, there are problems in the universities that need to be fixed. Between the state and federal government, we have more than 90 universities. Some state governments have 2 universities. Some people have more than 2. So they are setting up universities that they cannot fund. You have not funded the ones that you have adequately. The president was saying that universities should begin to look for funding that the federal government cannot fund them alone. Yes, you should have confessed that the reason you are procrastinating about this negotiation is because you cannot find the money. The country is broke. You are not earning enough from crude oil because of all kinds of problems. We should have confessed. But you are setting up universities. Look at some states in northern Nigeria that find it difficult to even meet their quotas in federal universities. They are setting up state universities. Some people have up to 2. Look at Gombe, for example. They can't fill their quota in some of the federal universities, but they are busy setting up universities all over the place because they know that there is funding support that will come from TED Fund. And how did TED Fund even happen? TED Fund is the product of ASUU strike. ASUU push for TED Fund so that they can find alternative funding for research and for infrastructure development. Now state governments are taking funds from TED Fund. They can't fund their universities. They can't even pay salaries regularly. They can't pay good wages for staff of federal for staff of state universities. But they are busy setting up new universities when you can't fund the over 90 universities that you have. So this is my argument. And that's why we're saying let's address the proliferation of state universities. What are we doing about that? Who needs those those state universities? Let's fund the ones that we have adequately so that our universities can return to what they used to be when Even foreign students will come and study when foreign lecturers will come and lecture at our universities. That's what we want to see. When I was in the university, we had foreign lecturers, foreign professors. But how many of our universities have that now? Our universities are no longer the world-class universities that they were in the 70s and 80s. That's something that should concern us.